Whenever I start a new online class, I keep a composition book for it. I create one for every class I take, and I take notes in it. I do painting samples in it, I draw, and it's just where I dump all of the information for the course so that when I am preparing to create the pieces of art, I can flip through the book, or I take notes while I'm watching the video, or when I'm creating it and I have other tips or something that I try out, I put notes on it. And so I use a composition book. And so for instance, for my book of days for 2019, I got the idea of how to expand the book so that it would actually move and actually grow with the art, especially if I was gluing things into it. And I got that idea from Effie Wild, and she called it her Sweet Trash book. And what she does is she actually extends the spine of it by cutting it and using tape. And so for instance, this is again my book of days book, and so I put in here, let me pull out a little so you can see, I have my notes from Sarah Trump, I have a picture I drew, shopping list for the things I need, paint, stencils, more stencils, and then this is where I practice actually Sarah Trump's technique for in Book of Days for her piece, and I lay it out in here, and sometimes I do it along in my journal or in my composition book or on the watercolor paper as I'm going along, but I just take notes. I also smush paint in here for backgrounds and do that. So for instance, another book that I do, I have Donna Downey, and so I take a number of, or I've taken a number of her courses, and so this was for 100 faces, and so this was number 3 Florence, and I take notes and I just put things in here, and then in the back is my 48 weeks, and I glue the pages so that they're stronger, so again that they can expand. So I'm starting a new class. Actually, I'm starting 2 new classes, both of them related with Tam Laporte. One is Ever After 2019, and then the other one is on She Blossoms Ink. I think that's the name of it. But anyhow, I'm going to show you today how to create take the composition book and create your very own Sweet Trash. What you'll need for the supplies is a composition book, and I usually actually buy these in September when the back to school sales start and the composition books go on clearance at Staples, Target, so forth, and so I'll buy up about 10 a year, and I'll keep them stockpiled so that I can pull them out during the year. So you need a composition book, you need scissors, possibly, X-Acto knife, ruler, and then tape. And I use the Scotches tape for it, and I kind of like this with the cats. And so this is how you create the book. What you're going to do is open up the book, and along here you're going to put the ruler, open up your X-Acto knife, and you are going to very carefully cut this off. And it might take a couple of rounds for you to do it. Out. And then you have the book and then the edition. And then what you're going to add is probably about an inch extension to it so that when it actually lies open, and you'll see it in here with this one that I've already completed, you'll see how it overhangs with the opening, and it's right there. So you're going to take that, and then you're going to pick your tape that you need. So I'm going to use this on the outside. So I'm going to use the green, and you're going to pull off a measure of it. Oops. And you're going to cut it. Bring it down. Actually, lay it down like so. Let it hang over. I try to let it hang over as much as possible because in Georgia, the humidity actually, it comes off, and I have to keep resticking them and so forth. So you're going to do that. Hold this down, hold down there, hold down there, and then I line it up and I give it about an inch. And then I fold, oops, like so. And I fold like so. And again, I did not create this idea. I got this idea from Effie Wild, and I strongly recommend that you take her courses if you're into online art, which I hope you are. I actually find that I do a lot of classes and enjoy it. Oops. Of course, I can get the tape. There we go. And then I do another measure. Tape. Cut. And this time I'm going to actually stick it in here to give it some support. Like so. Flip it over and wrap it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put now my cats, my zombie cats, Day of the Dead skeleton cats. This one I'm going to do like so. Overhang, flip it, and then tape down. And then I can actually connect them. Again, pulling off. Like so. I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to do it there. And then you'll see that it actually hangs over. Here you're going to see where it pulls off. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply some more tape onto that so that I can get it to stay down. Of course, if I can find the edge, there it is. This one, I'm only going to do it the length of it because it is going to overhang a little. And then I'm going to cut it. Now what I do is, in order for the pages, because the pages are thin, with it being a composition book and an inexpensive, cheap composition book, I'm actually going to go and strengthen the pages. And how I do that is I go through them, and you'll see here that I glue the pages together. And you can actually see coming apart there, but it gives it a stronger paper so that it will hold it, so that when I'm actually going through and laying down paint, like here I've done some ex media where I've taken text and I jelly plated and stamped on it. I glued it in the book, then I painted, and this was actually like a smush book of paint where I put the paint down, And so the pages are thick enough so that it doesn't bleed through. And then this is from just runoff. So how I do that is I just honestly go through, I take my glue stick, open it up, oops, near the end, and then I just go down and I give it a good smear of glue. And then I fold it down. I take an old key card or a gift card. And then what I'll do is I'll actually go through and do that through the entire book so that I have it ready for the class. And then to hold it down so that it actually will sit, I'll put a clip there overnight, and then it is ready for me to take my classes. Try it out, see if you like it. If you do, like the comments, give me your feedback, and thank you for watching.